It is 8 o'clock in the evening on Monday, the 18th of May, and you'll see me pulling out here in a rental car out of Clarebrook Resort in Clermont, Florida, where Kathy and Maggie May are holding down the fort, and I'm on my way to Red Bay, Alabama, to Tiffin Motorhomes to see our brand new coach. It has just been completed, just went through the paint shop, and on our way to do the punch list. So while we're driving along here, I want to catch you up on just a few things. The folks at Tiffin were shut down for 3 weeks due to the COVID-19 situation. And they reopened, and they've reopened to very stringent guidelines. Every employee, when they walk in, has their temperature checked before they're allowed to go anywhere onto the premises, right directly off the parking lot. They've been back open now for a few weeks. Our coach has been completed, and we got a phone call to push back our trip a week. We were originally supposed to go last week, and with that change in plans, that put me up there at 7 a.m. Central Time to go through the punch list. The coach actually arrived from the Belmont Paint Factory at 7:15 in the morning, so I got to see it actually drive in, and it is beautiful. I can't wait for you all to see it. So now we're on our way up there. We're just getting ready to cross from Florida over into Georgia, and the trip actually started 8 o'clock in the evening Eastern Time. Got up there at 6 in the morning Central Time. Spent from 7 until about noon at Tiffin, and then headed home, and was home around 11 o'clock at night, Tuesday night. So it was definitely a whirlwind trip. One of the things Tiffin does so well for their customers when you order a unit is they'll let you customize just about anything on that coach that you want. And that was one reason that our walkthrough and punch list on this coach was so important, because we did do a lot of changes just to make it exactly the way we wanted. And they hit every one of them. We had no issues at all. Everything structurally on the coach was done right the first time. Tried every switch, every button, and other than just a few little nicks or scratches in woodwork that they're going to be taking care of for us, everything was in beautiful shape. Coach was completed with the exception of having the awning put on, and they were going to be doing that as soon as I was out of their way. This is going through Atlanta, and actually just went off of Interstate 75 onto Interstate 20 and starting to head west in the rain, and it rained for about 3 hours total on the drive. When you arrive at Red Bay, their factory tours are closed at present. They haven't given any idea yet as far as when they're going to be reopening the tours, but they'll do it when it's safe for their visitors and their employees. But going in, they waited until the coach was there, the slides were out, was plugged in, everything was ready. Took me into their building where they normally start the tours by myself. Had me wash hands, put on a mask, put on gloves. Had to use the gloves anytime I was inside the coach so that there was no contamination between me and their workers. Very thorough, very cautious. You can see now we're on 2-lane road, and we're getting ready to enter Red Bay. Just a small town, and notice as we're going through town, on the right-hand side as you go, there's the Tiffin Lumber Company. So I imagine that's where Tiffin gets all the lumber that they make all their cabinets from. But everybody was so friendly. Everybody was so nice. Everyone would stop by and ask if this was your first Tiffin, what you thought of the place, what you thought of the coach. They all genuinely seemed like they cared. On the main drag, you go through 1, 2 traffic lights over the railroad tracks, and you're there. And that's where we parked. Got a little extra footage coming up here of the grounds from the parking lot. This is before I've been cleared to go on back. But this is the grounds there. You can see that part there is their woodworking building. And you'll see a little bit more of it as we go along. This building right in front of you is where the tours meet when they start having tours again. And over to the right-hand side of the building. Now this is shot about 5:45 in the morning, and at 6 o'clock when the employees start to come in, they have a fella standing there that reads the temperature off of everybody's forehead before they're allowed to go on back through the plant. Straight through those windows you can see a couple of coaches back there blinking turn signals, and they're checking them all out. They've got drivers there ready to drive them off to the dealerships and to their new homes. When we swing back around here, the buildings across the street there, that's the guard shack that lets you back into the property. Those buildings across the street there are where the final production is done. And the far end of that building, furthest to the left, is where the chassis are driven into. And when they come out this end, they are unpainted, complete motorhomes. Now the golf cart you see there on the left, this gentleman put me in, set me clear in the back seat, him clear in the front seat, so we had our social distancing. Took us back through where they've got some of the completed coaches. On the left-hand side, he was pointing out to me, is their woodworking shop and where they do the finishes on all of their woodworking. Over on the right-hand side are where completed coaches are that are ready to go through 4 final inspections. And on to the right of that is the production facility. I'm anxious for you to see the coach, but I gotta leave you in suspense till next time. Join us back next time. Thank you for watching this video. We hope you've enjoyed it. Please be sure to subscribe to our channel and be sure to ring the notification bell so you'll know when we have new videos listed. Also be sure to check out our blog at followthemoon.us and also our Facebook page at Follow the Moon and on Instagram at Follow the Moon Travel. Thanks.